not stupendous, but there have been some positive moments in those 2 wins that they might be looking to duplicate here tonight. Well, we're going to see Doc Rivers on the sidelines tonight, and there is no doubt he's been a successful coach wherever he's been. This question for you, Kenny. How would you grade his handling of the Clippers roster during his tenure?
Well, it's never easy being both president and the team coach. I mean, think about this. That's a lot of pressure because when the coach isn't doing his job well, who fires him? Not the president. When the president isn't doing his job well, who fires him? It's tough because there's no one to manage the other person when you are both people.
Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan. And Doris Burks on the sideline as well. Looking at that last game for the Los Angeles Clippers, it was a win against Phoenix. And there wasn't much question as to how that game was going to turn out. They absolutely put the hammer down on them.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Rivers out there with Allen Iverson. And it's Pierce in at the 3. Outside, Bryant. Garnett, the screen. Outside, Kobe for the 3. Cannot hit. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year they came out on the losing end.
And, you know, with 2 teams in the upper pyramid in the early going, important to establish that pecking order, especially within your conference. So this game is important.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Abdul-Jabbar against Jordan. Hook shot. And Abdul-Jabbar gets it to go.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work them over the rest of the game.
And the dunk by Iverson.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Kobe. He had 10 points in the win against Memphis.
Yeah, not to mention the 4 big steals on the night, getting after it on both ends.
Now here's Bird. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Bird's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Kobe with the brilliant assist that time.
Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it, too.
Oh, they do, yes, sir.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Pass to Garnett. Irving kicks to Garnett. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Plenty of room around him, and it's good. Abdul-Jabbar's got his second basket of the game.
And for the Clippers and flopping, part of it might just be reputation. Whenever anyone hits the deck on their team, fans might be quick to kind of condemn that as a flop. And their offense already in a flow, some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively. You know, the Clippers were the darlings of the NBA as they improved and made strides, but I think the flopping has kind of diminished that now, that love affair. Being labeled a group of floppers can certainly stifle your popularity.
And he makes the first but misses the second. Gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Bryant steps back and drains the jump shot. Kobe's got his first points of the game.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And it's on a bounce to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession.
In a moment here, let's check out the numbers for Jordan. He's coming off an excellent season. First in rebounding, first in field goal percentage, and one of the great shot erasers in our game, providing the last line of defense. How about top 5 in the league for blocks?
And, you know, getting back to the fact that he led the league in rebounding, you know how hard that is to do? That's a great asset for a team as well.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for the Clippers. Now here's Bird after the miss from Crawford, pushing their lead to double digits. Bird's got 5.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all, Clark. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. They have got to do better.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
And the Executive of the Year award is an honor. I mean, given yearly to the executive that was deemed to have had the best year with their roster, that is perhaps the hardest thing to evaluate.
Josh Smith, he's checked in for the Clippers. Redick comes in for Pierce. Redick against Jordan. And Redick kicks to Jordan. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Crawford's shot is good.
Yes, J.J. Redick.
1:57 left in the first quarter. Gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
Boy, for Jamal Crawford, guys, it's been a really good career. Not many guys can maintain his level of quickness after 15 years in the league. I mean, but last season, he finally started to show a little wear and tear.
Shot clock at 3. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season.
Yeah, I mean, the best in the league at forcing those miscues and then capitalizing at the other end. Their defense led to their offense.
And back to Crawford last season, he was down in field goal and three-point percentage. Plus, he battled with a calf injury that ultimately kept him out of 17, 18 games late in the year.
Yeah, Kevin, but his deep range spread the floor when he... Oh, wow!
It's a beautiful jam.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Iverson against Curry. Pick by Yao. There's the triple.
With room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall. That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Durant attacking. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
It's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Iverson against Curry. And Iverson throws it down.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. The home team up by 8. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And Tim Duncan closing in on 2 decades in the league. He talked about his continued...
The games are my solace.
Well, Duncan breaking down his love for the game and what keeps him going, not just playing, but still enjoying it at his age.
Man, it's phenomenal to see because Tim Duncan doesn't usually get too introspective with us. Anybody that plays this game knows exactly what he's talking about. And at the level he's competing currently, I don't see him going anywhere anytime soon, that's for sure.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
So for the Clippers right now, here's out there with Griffin. Then it's Lance Stevenson. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Crawford at the shooting guard. Well, you knew things would be different for Lance Stevenson out of Indiana, but it wasn't in a positive way at all.
Yeah, he really struggled to find a role with Charlotte, the team he signed with. Remember, he was more of the point forward, had the ball in his hands in Indiana. Not the case with Charlotte, and also rumored to be traded.
Oh! Ho, ho!
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden one.
Now Rivers. An 11-point game for him in the win against Phoenix.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Outside Jordan. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Abdul-Jabbar. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Offensive rebound.
I tell you what, you can shake your confidence missing wide open shots like that.
Here's Jordan. Oh! Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Great screen that time by the physical Lance Stevenson.
Kobe kicks to Irving. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Stevenson can't hit.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Here's Jordan. Cannot hit. And the Clippers will come the other way. Poke loose. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Irving's got 5 now. Clippers trail by 10.
And Coach Doc Rivers wears multiple hats for this organization. Not only is he the head coach, but also in charge of all basketball operations. Really the leader in a lot of ways for this team.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Thinking about Doc Rivers being a leader, he was like that on the floor, Clark, as well. You know that. You went against him.
A leader and a winner, no doubt about it. And there have been a lot of coaches that came from his old Celtics team. And of all of them, perhaps the least surprising is Doc Rivers for the reasons we just mentioned. Leader and coach on the floor.
Bird, he's checked in for Michael Jordan. Stevenson passes to Rivers. Irving. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, Doc Rivers was just addressing the plan with his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Blake Griffin. Coach would like to see him utilized in the offense as much as possible. We can expect to see them going to him constantly. He also told them that he wants to see multiple passes on every possession. He said that was the key to getting the best shot each time down. Being in the position they're in, probably a smart move to go to the clipboard and switch things up while we're still in the first half. Kevin?
And thank you, Doris.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop. Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
There's the killer two-handed slam.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further. And, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played, and you envision yourself as a coach as well. Sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Jordan, he's checked in for Pierce. Smith comes in for Lance Stevenson. J.J. Redick's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And Allen Iverson subbed in for Austin Rivers. Well, last year, DeAndre Jordan turned in another great defensive performance. In fact, first team all-defense announced in the NBA after last season. Anchored his team as he always seems to do.
And Jordan was a force in the middle, over 2 blocks a game again, and changed countless others with his effort.
Irving against Iverson. 1:15 left to play here in the half. And they get it back. Offensive rebound. Gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And finished off by Bryant. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
Check out the fellas. Check out his teammates over on the bench. So they are going crazy.
Here's Griffin, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And feeling it offensively in the second quarter, they're shooting 60%. Outside Irving. Feeds to James. Goes up on the wing. And the dunk by Abdul-Jabbar.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, he does not waste one of them.
And you know what? It's always going to be a powerhouse finish with him. We know that for sure.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Kobe against Redick. Side, Kobe. Here's LeBron. 6 to shoot. Up top, Bird. Covered by Smith. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to be on Josh Smith.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Bird hits them both. There's 10 seconds left in the first half. Iverson, right side. They get it back. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. The home team up by 16. And now we'll send it down to Doris.
Yes, Kevin.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome, everyone. We'll be taking a look back at what was clearly a one-sided first. And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for Kareem. 10 points and a steal.
And his offense has matched the defensive effort today. He's been really just one of the best players on both ends.
I don't know if you can say enough about the job he's been doing in all aspects of the game. I mean, stuff in the stat sheet when you look at it.
Kyrie Irving is out there with Kobe. Then it's Garnett. Then it's Kareem. And it's Bird in at the small forward. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. And Kobe drops them both. Clippers trail by 18. Iverson kicks to Jordan. And there's the feed to Rivers. Jordan with a screen on Garnett. Griffin down low. He's against Garnett.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Griffin's gotten everything to go for him. 5 attempts, 5 makes. Garnett, the screen. Irving against Rivers. Irving drives in. The dish to Kobe. Left block shot on the way. And Irving with the basket on the assist from Kobe. And it's 9 points for Kyrie Irving. Clippers shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Knocks it loose. Irving with the steal. The finish. Throws down the breakaway jam.
The guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
And arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the game.
Agreed.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
During that break, Coach Rivers had some words for his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Blake Griffin. Their offense is most effective, Coach said, when he is most involved, and they're looking for total involvement from him for the rest of this game. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
All right, Doris, thank you very much.
Seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
That's good. Griffin's got 12 in the game.
And, you know, Kyrie Irving really ambidextrous as a ball handler because you can't play him to one side, and he's ambidextrous as a finisher, too. He's so creative and crafty. Terrific at the rim with both hands.
This is a nice third quarter surge here. They've got it going right now.
And a perfect time to get hot, just as we get into the meat of the second half here.
And Bryant slams it in.
And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get. But, again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here.
And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
And one thing about Irving's ball handling, he does a great job of protecting the ball. A very low rate of turnovers for a player as aggressive as he is on the bounce.
Jordan, he's checked in for Bird. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Blake Griffin. Crawford dishes to Rivers. Pierce kicks to Crawford. They set the screen. Shot clock at 6. And it comes off the front of the rim. Gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And Kobe throws it down hard.
What an incredible run they're on right now. Offense as well as I've ever seen it played.
Every single guy on their team with the absolute Midas magic touch, shooting the lights out here.
Oh! Boom! And nobody getting in the way.
Not at all. Major throwdown.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. For the Clippers, Smith comes in for Pierce, and J.J. Redick is subbed in for Rivers. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Iverson passes to Crawford. 6 on the shot clock. And that time, also a missed shot.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Curry's checked in for Kyrie Irving. Right side, Bryant. He dishes it to Jordan. Garnett, the screen. Bryant against Crawford. 5 on the clock. Fades back. Kobe Bryant again. Kobe's got 12 now in this quarter.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
The drive by Iverson. Can't cash in from close range.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Curry kicks to Jordan. To the paint. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
Teardrop shot. He lays it in. Jordan's got 6.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Crawford outside. Iverson, a screen on Kobe. Redick for 3, and that one's good. He has 5.
How about that screen by the little man, Iverson?
There's 21 seconds left in the third. With a step back, Michael Jordan again.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Iverson dishes to Smith, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. And here are the Clippers. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Cole Aldrich is out there with Smith. Then it's Lance Stevenson. Then it's Johnson. And it's Prigioni in at the point guard position.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Here's Prigioni.
And in the past, the NBA had the All-Star break for just an extended weekend. Last year, they gave the players a full week off. It seemed to be received positively by everyone.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Yao. 4 on the clock. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
The Clippers shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Knocked away. It's stolen by Curry. All alone. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Such a strong finisher for a floor general.
He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
That's the uncanny ability he has to find a teammate for an easy basket or get one himself.
And stolen by Yao. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the first one drops. Well, guys, Josh Smith, an interesting case. Clark, he shot about 2 triples a game last year, yet for the last 3 seasons, his free throw percentage has been under, surprisingly, 55%.
Yeah, and that's terribly troubling. I mean, his three-point percentage improved in Houston, but the free throws, really, he can do much better than that. You look at his stroke, I think it's just a matter of concentration with Josh.
There's a good screen. Prigioni kicks to Aldrich. Tries again. The shot is off. Good work defensively by Yao. To the paint. Here's Jordan. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
And with Smith and his shooting, a lot of it is mental. I mean, he has a terrific stroke from anywhere. The free throws are all in his head because he can make threes. He's just got to be a little more focused.
Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
I'll tell you what, Mama always said, if you got it, flaunt it.
Let it fly. Let it fly.
Mama said that, huh? Yao with the block. And they'll keep possession. There's the bucket. Good. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Durant kicks to Jordan. Down low, Yao. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And, you know, thinking again about Smith, he made some big shots for the Rockets last year, but you never know quite what you're going to get with him taking perimeter shots.
And Baamute's checked in for the Clippers.
Well, the game's getting bigger, going international. But at least in the U.S., it really seems the game is going indoors. Back in the day, the legends of the game still played on the blacktop. That's becoming a thing of the past.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Outside Curry. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter. And speaking, Clark, of playground basketball, why do you think that is that the players are going indoors?
Well, I think one reason is playing on hardwood is nicer. It's easier on your joints and safer overall. The game has changed and it's big business now, but there are still plenty of weekend warriors who get their hoop on outside.
And it's Yao missing.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
Gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. On its way from Curry for 2. And there's the call on Yao. That's foul number 2 for him.
A quick step back gave him just enough separation to get that one up.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Redick is checked in. Curry with the steal. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Jordan's shot is off.
Oh, boy, that would have been a nice alley-oop.
Boy, really liked the thought on that play, but didn't quite get it executed. Almost made a spectacular play.
But they'll get another chance. No one near James as he lets it go. Great look, but off the mark. LA's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Stevenson with it. He's picked up by James. They get a hand on it. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Mbamute.
How about Michael Jordan in this one? He's got 10 points, and he's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
And it also shows you the importance of intelligence as a defender because he has been a nightmare on the ball.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Smith has checked in. Stevenson outside. And stolen by James. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. No good from Jordan.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Stevenson passes to Prigioni. Tipped away. And stolen by James. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Reverse that one home. Now that was nice. Real nice.
The agility on display.
Yeah, you love that body control.
How about the power and
the jam by Kevin Durant.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Executed to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
No doubt about it, unless you're the donkey. Because if you're the dunker, it's great. I don't necessarily appreciate somebody slamming one on the top of my head.
Well, you got to get out from under the hoop if you want to stay away, if you want to stay out of the poster.
Gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. 43 seconds left in the fourth. Out left to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Curry dishes to Jordan. The pass to Yao. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
Goes up. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
And an out-of-this-world reverse jam. Whew. It's not possible what we just said. Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
And so the home crowd treated to a win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Kobe Bryant. We watched a marvelous third quarter from him, and he basically put the game on ice at that point. And from that point on, they were in control.
I thought this performance he needed to deliver, Ernie. He needed this game. You look at how he's been playing recently, and this was huge for him to come out and have a great night. You can really tell a lot about a player, how they break out of a slump. He responded exactly the way he needed to.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the